Hello, welcome to my video. So at the time of recording, a brand new Minecraft update just dropped. 1.20.1, and it includes the trial chambers. Depending on when you're watching this video, you might already know all about the trial chambers. But in case you don't, there is this brand new effect called oozing. This effect is one of the many effects that can happen in an ominous trial. However, it can also be brewed. This potion effect is unique to say the least. In fact, there's never really been anything quite like it. To show you an example of what I mean right here, here is a pig. We like pig. But if we splash pig with oozing and then kill pig, well, look at that. Slimes spawn. Yes, so this potion effect does cause pretty much any entity with it to act like a slime. That being, it splits into two medium-sized slimes, which also means that we can kill these slimes and get more slimes out of that. Now, some of you may be wondering, how the heck am I going to make a slime farm out of this? Well, dear viewer, behold, my slime farm, created by me, Spyro113, as of today. And I'm going to show you how to build it. I'm also going to tell you how it works because, quite frankly, it isn't fully automatic. I know, a crime against nature. A farm that isn't fully automatic? Oh, the humanity. But to be honest, it's not that bad, because all we have to do is hit this button, just wait for the chickens to die. Oh! Yeah, take a look at all that beautiful slime. So, you can see that this farm is pretty effective. All we have to do is hit the button and, well, you already saw it once, but let's watch it again. Oh, that gets me every time. And even more gorgeous slime. So for a farm that's not fully automatic, what do you think? Pretty cool, right? The materials for this farm are as follows in this chest. And yes, this does require the oozing splash potion. Now, there's no such thing as an automatic brewery in Minecraft, so you are going to have to make the potions and reload them into this farm yourself. But that's not too much trouble considering the fact that this farm actually creates the slime balls needed to make the potions in the first place. So it's all good. Now, the iron blocks represent any block of your choice. It doesn't matter what the blocks are. It could be blue stained clay. Geez, that's how you know I'm a veteran Minecrafter. I still say stained clay instead of terracotta. It could be wool. It could be mud. It could be mud bricks. It could be any one of the new blocks added in the most recent updates. So long as it's a full block, it doesn't really matter. However, what does matter is you need at least 6 of them to be solid, like this stone. They have to be solid. They cannot be transparent. They cannot be slabs, they cannot be stairs, they have to be full, solid blocks. And, just like how there has to be 6 solid blocks, you will need at least 2 transparent blocks. Remember, these are all blocks of your choice. It doesn't matter what they are. Just so long as you remember that these 6 and these 2 are solid and transparent each. Now on to the actual building part of things. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find the area you're going to build in, and you want to section out a 5x7 area to actually build with. Place a chest in the middle, and then a chest to the left of it, right next to it. So you'll create a double chest. After that, you're going to want to take 2 hoppers and face them both into the double chest. Take a hopper out the back of each of those. Then you're going to want to come out to this side and face 2 hoppers into these 2 hoppers. After that, you're going to place 3 more hoppers, 1 facing into this one facing into this one, and 1 facing into that one. And finally, you're going to want to place 1 hopper like this. Now that you've done that, you're going to want to stand on that middle hopper and place down campfires around that hopper. Once you've placed those, you're going to want to take your 8 wooden trapdoors and you're going to want to place them like so. And you have to make sure you face this hopper when you do so. Now you just close all the trapdoors, and you should be fairly good. Also, place the last campfire inside the trapdoors, right above the hopper. Now that we're done with this, we're going to start on some of the redstone circuitry. Go to this corner and place down 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, then 3 redstone dust, and 1 button. Go over here, place down 2 more blocks like this, place down 1 repeater, place a block at the end of that repeater, and then 1 redstone dust like this, another redstone dust up here, shift click on top of the repeater, 1 redstone dust. Your blocks of choice will then come out exactly 4 blocks like this, put 1 block in like this, and now place down a comparator here facing this block, a comparator here facing that same direction, a comparator here facing the opposite direction, and a comparator here also facing the opposite direction. And fill in these gaps with redstone dust. Here's where things get complicated. Take your transparent blocks and you're going to place 1 of them on this redstone dust. Then you're going to take your regular blocks and you're going to place 1, 2, go over here and place 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to place 1, 2, 3, and once again 1, 2, 3. Ignore the scaffolding. The scaffolding is just there so that way I can place things more easily in survival, and I want to be able to count exactly how many blocks I'm using to make sure I didn't miscount the amount of materials. Anyway, now that you've got one of these layers, you're going to continue placing blocks. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Place 1 block like this. Get a redstone torch, place it like this. Take a redstone dust, place it right here, and then you're going to take your target block and place it right here. So now that we have the mechanism for activating the machine, place 1 of your 2 dispensers on top of your target block and place a sticky piston on top of the redstone torch. Now that you have your sticky piston and it's extended, put your other transparent block, which should not be a slab by the way, on the sticky piston. Now just cover all of the holes except for the very middle. Now that you're done with that, go on top of the glass block that you placed next to the sticky piston and place 3 more blocks, 1 right in front of you and 2 on the side, like so. Make sure that the target block is on your right. Look at the bottom of the iron block that's just above the wooden trapdoors and place your iron trapdoor. If you did it correctly, it should be open. And when you remove this redstone dust, it should close like this. Alright, let me place this redstone dust back. The final step for this little bit is to just place your wooden fence and open it. Now that we've done that, we are going to go next to the sticky piston and we are going to build 2 blocks out like so, and build 2 blocks out like so, and we are going to build 1 block out like so. On this last block, we will place our other dispenser. Once we have placed our dispenser, we have to place a temporary block and build one block out. Once we've got that block in place, we just take a water bucket and we fill this spot right here with water. And then we cover up our holes so that we can't see any of that anymore. You will be placing one hopper facing into the dispenser, another hopper on top of it, and then we will take 4 hoppers out from that hopper. Then we will build 2 blocks out from all of those hoppers, all of which can be facing into any of the other hoppers so long as they end in this one. Now just shift and place all of the carpets of your choice on top of the hoppers. If you misplace some, you have to break them, and the hoppers will pick it up. If you have to break it, it's just a hassle, so just, don't misplace them. Go to the edge of the carpet and right on the edge, place your blocks. Now place all of the blocks surrounding the carpet. Once you've got all of those solid blocks, you just cover them with slabs. And then you're almost done with this farm. Now go back to this dispenser and place one of your solid blocks right here. Then place another one right here. Place a redstone comparator right here. And using the various blocks of your choice, I messed up, didn't I? Okay, I see where I messed up. So now that I've fixed the mistake, the machine should actually look like this. Now that I've fixed my mistake, time to get back to building. So, you're going to want to look at this redstone dust, shift-click, and place a block on top of it. Now that you've done that, go ahead and place blocks like so. Bing, bang, boom, boom, boom. Place 2 redstone dust like so. Place 1 redstone dust next to the comparator. Set the comparator to subtract mode. Place 1 redstone repeater like this, and 1 redstone repeater like this. Place your last full solid block on the hopper. Then, as the last step, place 1 redstone dust on the iron block here, or block of your choice, because you're probably not going to be building this thing out of iron blocks, are you? And with that, we're practically done. Ignore the fact that I have an extra redstone dust in my inventory because I was switching in and out of creative mode a lot. At some point, this got mixed up in there. I don't really know how it got in there, to be honest. Like it never existed. Now, we are completely done building this thing, but we still have to load both the chickens and the oozing potions into the farm. This dispenser right here is where you load up all of your oozing splash potions. Of course, you will have to breed the chickens on your own in survival mode, and you're going to have to breed a lot of them. Now, the more chickens you breed, the better, but if you breed too many, it could start to get laggy, or the chickens could end up pushing past the entity cramming limit, which will cause some of them to die. I recommend about 200 chickens, and now your farm is done. Now that the farm is completely done, we just have to wait for it to start producing baby chickens. And while we wait, I will actually go back to this farm so I can explain in detail how this whole thing works. Now, to start off with, there's the chickens themselves. There are so many chickens in the farm that they are constantly laying eggs. And of course, when the chickens lay eggs, they get sucked up into the hoppers and funneled into this dispenser. The dispenser also happens to be a smart dispenser, so whenever a new egg enters the dispenser, it gets activated, which of course spawns baby chickens in the water stream. Now, why are baby chickens being spawned in a water stream and not in an air block? Well, the reason is pretty simple. When chickens are spawned in an air block, they all clump together in the exact same spot, and eventually they will hit the entity cramming limit, and they will start killing each other whenever new ones get spawned in. But when we have a water stream, the water forces the chickens to be moved around. Because they aren't all sitting in the exact same spot anymore, we don't hit the entity cramming limit for quite a bit of time. which allows for way more chickens to be stored in the chamber than we had before. Because of the water stream, we are able to get way more slime balls every time we press the button than we would if we didn't have the water stream. The output of the farm nearly doubles with every button press, and thus every single oozing potion that you use. The other thing that might not be immediately obvious is why the kill chamber is so big. Why wouldn't it be just 1 block? Why does it have to be 3 blocks wide? Well, that's because the hitbox of a medium-sized slime is way bigger than that of even a regular-sized chickens, let alone that of a baby chickens. So when a chicken or a baby chicken with the oozing effect dies, and they only have 1 block wide a space, yeah, they phase through the walls. However, having the kill chamber set up like this prevents that, as the slimes phase through the trapdoors, but they cannot phase through the other blocks. This prevents the slimes from ever escaping and wreaking havoc on the player. In total, the amount of slime balls that you can actually get with this farm varies depending on how often you press the button. If you don't give the machine time to build up the number of chickens, you won't get nearly as many slime balls. But if you wait a while, you will get way more slime balls. The optimum amount of time that I've found is that you wait around 18 to 20 minutes before you press the button again. This uses less splash potions, and you won't need to reload the machine nearly as often. This farm actually produces a lot of items every single hour, so long as you remember to press the button. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you liked it. This is the very first time I've ever done something like this in Minecraft, and I thought I did a pretty good job for it being my first time. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and if I could improve in the future. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and I will see you all the next time I decide to upload, whenever that is.